Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Calm Lands, to our farm here. I'm actually up at the store, and I'm going to make a purchase. I can't go in. Do I have to buy it from out here? What, did I not bathe? Do I have cow manure on my boots? Come on now. Just kidding. Anyways, we are going to purchase this bad boy right here, Case IH RB344. We are buying this because we want to make round bales for the heifers, so we don't have to carry back and forth all the small bales for them. 30,000, we have 36,000. So, is this it? Is this the last equipment purchase for the farm? Honestly, I can't think of anything else we're going to need. We don't even need this, but I want it. I think it will help. So I'm going to buy it. We didn't mow yet, and yes, I understand it's April. That's a little bit early to be worried about baling, but we'll get a little early cut. Actually, if you are a farmer watching this, and I know there's quite a few of you that are, what is the earliest you bale on your farm? Is it June? I imagine that a lot of people first cut is June, try to get another second cut in July, maybe 2 cuts in July if it's really growing gangbusters. But that's entirely speculation on my part. I don't know. The other question is, do we think that this grass is going to be a full yield? Because it might not be. We'll find out. Where is the mower? There, it's right there. So, do I want to mow? Maybe the mower is PTO, so we can't use one of the old tractors. Since I have this one right here, I'm just going to go ahead and mow with this. I'm going to be a little bit slipshod. You know, let's check this. What does it say? It doesn't say anything. Because it's not a field, you dingus. I'm not going to, be a super stickler about this because we really just want to try out a new baler. I'm not going to necessarily do the whole field. We're just going to, make a handful of bales so we can take them over there. Oh, and if it looks like that tractor across the street is moving, it is. I have a worker finishing that job for us because it was taking ages. And I'm trying to keep up with these weekly uploads for you guys. So sometimes I gotta automate things. Give me a holla and a comment or a like or both if you're digging the weekly uploads, because I like doing it, but some weeks are easier to get to it than others. I'm sure you guys can relate that are out there with your side hustles and hobbies and all that kind of stuff. It's a time of year where the demands on our time are a little bit different than the middle of winter. Most of us have responsibilities. Turns out, you can't just play farm sim all the time. Although I do be liking me some farm sim. Alright. Let's be done with that right here for a second. You know what? Let's bring it around. I was gonna just drop it out here in the middle of the field, but instead I'll drop it there. Now, we need to ted before we rake, but the rake is in the way of the tedder. And the tedder needs a PTO. So we can't TED with the M. I guess we'll just TED with this Black Stripe 1566. It is a bit much for the job. At the 460. Does the 460 have a 3-point? Or a PTO? Can't remember. Alright, and before any farmers say this is unrealistic, you can't just TED hay and then bale it 10 minutes later. I know, I understand that tedding is about drying the hay out. But in the game, it instantly becomes hay, and I want to try out my new baler. So, GG. Sorry, I don't mean to sound so snarky, I'm just, letting people know I'm aware that I'm playing a game. I'm not actually realistically farming. Some of these folks are out there like measuring soil, what complexity or whatever. I don't know what it is. Like the pH levels in virtual soil. I'm like, somewhere we reach the line for me. And I feel like it comes at measuring pH levels. The combination of measuring pH levels of virtual soil and programming a robot to play the game for you, i.e. course play. Somewhere in that realm is where I kind of don't get it. But here we go. We got our little patch. Ted it up. I'm going to run this back because I'm going to use this tractor to run the baler. Here's another question. Sorry, I know I'm firing a lot of questions at you guys, but how many of you, when you were a kid, played tractors with those little, like the 1/32 scale little toy tractors? Because I definitely did. My brother actually was a lot more into them than I was when we were kids. Now he likes to play with real tractors, but I'm not mechanical enough for that, so I just play with digital tractors. But it is funny that you consider something that I did 30 plus years ago is still a pretty big part of my life. Just in a different format. Here, check this out. I know I do this every time that I run this H, but how cool is that? It's so cool. Alright, can I make this turn? Oh, make it, spin it. Okay, there we go. It was fun. Back around. No, what? Straighten it out. There we go. Just so perfect. Peaceful, easy feeling, man. Alright, I'm going back to third person for this turn. We could do the Daggerwind thing and have you guys guess how many bales we're going to make. What do you guess? I'm going to guess that we'll make about 4 bales. My favorite is when he's like, it will be about 4 bales. And then 15 minutes later, he's like, turns out we made 14 bales. I don't know why I was so far off. I don't know why. It's just like charming the way he is humble. And it's like, I have 2,000 hours in this game. You would think I would be able to estimate these things by now. And that was not that was not me doing a British accent. I can't do a British accent. I've probably listened to Daggerwin, I don't know, hundreds of hours. Literally hundreds of hours. And I couldn't imitate his voice. Alright, big turn. What are we looking at here? I'm thinking 4 more passes, down and back twice. So we should have 4 nice windrows. I bet we get a bale in each one. I bet 4. Maybe 3 and some change. Maybe. Why is that so much easier to swing in third person than it is in first person? I think it's because you can't turn your head properly. You have to use the mouse to try to imitate that, and it's just not as smooth. Like in real life, you can do a quick glance with your peripheral while you're cranking on the steering wheel. And with the keyboard and mouse, it's just an unnatural movement. That's my take on it anyways. Alright, last down and back, and then we'll fire up the baler and see how she does. I forgot to check the cows. We might actually have a bunch of calves over here that we need to move. Oh, sorry. Sorry for that joke. Sometimes you just can't turn off the dad jokes, you know? They just come so naturally. Okay. I really wish that I could have this barn, but with every other support post. Which is not at all the barn's fault. It's my poor backing up skills fault. Alright, let's check this out. Looking good. I don't know if I'll use that screenshot, but better to have it and not need it. Oh, are we gonna get... We might only get 3. Oh, looking pretty close. Oh, we got one. Okay, alright. Well, if we got 1 in this first row, maybe it'll be 4.5. By the way, I did not adjust this baler at all. I don't know if you can adjust the bale size. I never do that. I trust that the modders made it accurate. I don't really care. Will the cows eat it? If the cows eat the hay, great. Okay, now this one seems like we won't finish it. And that's a row with some bonus. Okay, we got it. Whoa. let me zoom into the machine. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Bale number 3. So if we did this whole area like we did before, I bet we can make 20 bales here. So this will be good. We can kind of do like an as needed over the summertime. Just pop over and take off another chunk of this meadow and feed the cows with it. Boy, did I call that 4 bales or what? It's almost like I played this game before. Having no idea what the yield would be. Will it be 4.5? Pretty darn close. You know that saying, like, drop the mic, like, called your shot? Kind of felt a little like that. But these are going to be our bales that we will be feeding to the heifers over there. Let's go ahead and check on them real quick while I'm thinking about it. So these ones, oh, they're out of water, but once they reproduce, oh my goodness. So we've got 5-month-old, 2-month-old, and we're going to have another batch coming. Yikes, this is going to get out of hand. We're going to have to sell some. Maybe we can raise these ones up to be milkers and then get rid of some of the older ones. I don't know. We'll sort it out. But thanks for checking out my new baler. Sorry it's a little bit shorter of an episode. You can probably tell from my voice I don't feel super good. But I didn't want to skip a week, so I wanted to make sure I got you some content. Hope you guys appreciated it. I know I really do enjoy the game. I'm enjoying this particular save a great deal. And I think this new baler is going to be perfect for our purposes here. I don't know. Is this like not a US spec? Those look weird. But it's as close to this era as I would be able to find in a round baler and fit the theme. So I'm going with it. All right, everybody. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.